Hello everybody with another styling and profiling video with Hollywood Joe at Hollywood's World of Sports. I'd like to address an issue that happened this past weekend, on Friday to be more specific. And I've had a lot of time to think about this incident. On Friday morning, when Detroit Tigers outfielder Delmon Young arrived in New York, he went to a New York hotel and got drunk. And as a result of him getting drunk, he apparently beat up two Jewish guys. And they had to bring him to the hospital just to sober him up, then throw him in jail. Now, my biggest question on this is, Delmon, how could you be so stupid? Have you not learned from the mistakes of Miguel Cabrera, Josh Hamilton, and many others who have had incidences like this? You know, it's funny, is when the headline read that Delmon Young was involved in a hate crime, I thought the hate crime was on him. And that's what a lot of people thought. People thought, okay, well, people in New York are harassing Delmon Young. Well, no. And I hate to say it, you know what? It's a disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace. As a Detroit Tiger fan, I am disgraced that somebody that puts on the uniform of a Detroit Tiger would act in such a manner. You know, first off, why? I mean, why would you put yourself in that position when you know you have a game just hours later? You know, less than 24 hours later. In the biggest city in the country, in the biggest market in the country. You know, and you knew probably damn well it was going to be nationally televised. The Tigers, let me tell you something, folks, and I'm a loyal Tigers fan through and through. The problem starts with Jim Leyland. And Jim Leyland does not know how to manage a team. Jim Leyland cannot control his players. Obviously, we've seen that because of what Miguel Cabrera did a few years ago and what Delmon Young did this past weekend. And I'll say it again. Fire Jim Leyland. Jim Leyland is the reason all these problems are going on with the Tigers team right now. Okay? We got a talented bunch of men on the Tigers roster, and he has no idea how to use them. So, but Delmon, WTF. Or I'll be a little more appropriate and to tone it down a little. WTH. What the hell were you thinking? You're making good money. You've had a turnaround in your career since you came to Detroit halfway through the year last year. And you pull something stupid like this. Really? Really? Come on. It's so stupid, it's ridiculous. So, with that being said, do not let Delmon Young back on the team. Do not give him a second chance. Because as far as I'm concerned, as much as I've liked the guy and how he's played lately, he should have never gotten another chance after he threw the baseball bat at the umpire in the minor leagues a few years ago. That was probably about, what, 5-6 years ago now? Yeah. Should have never gotten another chance. But baseball gave him another chance. And in my opinion, he just blew it. Like I said, nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. Miguel Cabrera wasn't perfect. You know, Josh Hamilton's not perfect. None of these guys are perfect. I understand. Athletes are just like us. They're human beings. We make mistakes. But you don't go around beating the crap out of people at a hotel room. You don't go around making yourself look like an idiot in the opposing team's city, nonetheless. I can understand one thing. If this was Detroit and there were people coming up to him and harassing him about how the team was doing and getting in his face about how the team was doing, that might be a little bit more understandable. But you know, as athletes, they are held to a higher standard than most people. People look up to them. People idolize them. And I don't think anybody really idolizes Delmon Young. But that's not the point. The point is you're supposed to be a role model. You're supposed to, you know, all this money you're making and you go out and make a fool out of yourself. Huh. You know what? If I was making $5 million a year, maybe I'd go beat the crap out of some people. Who knows? But I mean, we're looking at possibly jail time here, folks, for Delmon. I mean, I'm almost at a loss for words. And with that being said, you know, don't let him back on the team. Don't let him back on the team. And this, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like I said before. What the hell were you thinking, Delmon? You've already made a bad situation with how the Tigers are doing into a worse situation because now you're a distraction. You're a distraction from what the Tigers should be doing, and that's winning. And right now the Tigers sure as hell ain't winning. So, Delmon, hope you get your life figured out. Hope you get your career back on track eventually. But I sure hope to hell it's not with us, because I'm sure I speak for most fans when I say this, but you royally pissed me off with what you did. So with that being said, good luck to you. I hope you can get your shit figured out. But you know what? I'm done with you. I ain't rooting for you. So, have a good career. Have a good life. Hope you don't wind up in jail. But whatever. That's all for me for today. Remember, controversy doesn't come without criticism at Hollywood's World of Sports.